Log recording. I'm losing track. I'm losing my life. I'm losing everything else in my damn brain this morning. Shit, two logs I've already lost already because I logged off and I can't even talk right. It seems like I can't even get a cohesive sentence going on. It's 3:04 in the morning and it is Tuesday the 19th. I don't know what the hell's going on with me. Maybe my brain is faltering. And I do need to go to the doctor's office to get it taken care of. And I gotta wait about another month or two for it. If I start signing up with another appointment with Kaiser. Well, at this point, I'm going to have to. Because if I'm not doing all right, then I've got a problem this semester, don't I? I'm going to have to cancel it. And I hate to cancel it because I don't want to. I want to continue on with college. I was trying to talk about LA being prepared for Olympics and going into Olympic history, what I remember about the Olympics, and I got off the topic of terrorism and animals and animal crossings and homeless stuff, and everything else just went hell in a handbasket in my damn brain. I just couldn't complete the damn. I couldn't find the topic. If there was a topic, I was just meandering left and right. What else is new? You'd probably say, but shit, come on. It's just pissing me off and it's scaring the hell out of me. What was I going to say about the Olympics? That were approved for the 28th. I'd like to see it in my lifetime. I want to see it in my lifetime. I want to see the 1984 Olympics come back again. I remember seeing Reverend Johnson, but it was also Muhammad Ali, the greatest, lighting the torch. He was already suffering through a lot. ALS, I think. But he's still able to get his. He's still able to do a few things, including making a few appearances. And here he was, lighting the torch at the Coliseum. I kept. And here's why I usually kept meandering sometimes. Stories about the homeless getting shoved out left and right. I've got. I got a feeling we're going to be doing the same damn shit to our own. Every other city's got their own damn story, and we're doing this. We're doing it to each other left and right. But here's the thing. I don't want another 1996 bombing like we had in Atlanta. This scares the shit out of me. And I know one thing about the venues that we have. We are using them in our own sports, so we don't have to worry about that kind of crap. We have our own coliseums. We have our own stadiums. We have a lot of things that we're using. I'd seen China go through their stuff, build it up, and then abandon it. Russia did the same damn shit. A few other countries did the same damn shit. The Baltic regions did the same damn shit. Maybe Sydney did the same damn shit. LA, forget it. We got ours. We're not we're not wasting it. We're building. We got it built. We got people using it, and then we're going to transfer, and then we're going to have the Olympics take over some of those venues temporarily, and then we get back to business again of attracting more people because of our own sports venues and everything else going on. So there's no way in hell we're going to be able to waste that damn shit. But the other thing I was going to be talking about, besides terrorism shit over here, we're going to be ape shit in security anyway. But no, it's the homeless situation I'm worried about. You know, I I could feel. I feel empathy. I feel sympathy. I understand. Having been around these guys for a while, even when I was getting the food from the food banks, and I still had a roof over the head with my brother. And it still felt like we were homeless. You lose your mother, everything else goes hell in a handbasket. Last Ma, so Dave and I were still feeling like shit. Yeah, we were broker and shit, so we had to scrape and save like crazy. But we also had to get food from other sources, and that meant going over to food banks. Now, what would you think if we didn't have the housing situation going on, but the situation got probably worse in the next few years? I mean, they did say it was 28, right? And we do have 22, which means gives us about 6 years. 6 years, another mayor's term at this point over here, trying to get our place fixed up. Not to mention, we've got legacies that we got to get past in order to deal with stuff. I don't know how the hell we're going to be able to do it, but I don't. We're going to be doing something. But I'm hoping we're not going to be shoving the homeless right into the deep damn desert because we don't want them to be shown to the rest of the world that we have failed. Are you kidding me? Which country doesn't have it? Or not allowed to have it anyway? I imagine all the major industrial countries and civilized ones, the first world, the second world, the third world level, what the fuck? But they got their own homeless. Some of them trying to do their best to show that they have the best Olympics. Even Rio de Janeiro did the same damn shit in Brazil. Tried to demonstrate that they had the better Olympics. And they still showed their homeless people around. We even did it for the Atlantic Games. 96, we had to do the same damn shit. We've been trying to get, LA has been trying to get, both county and cities, been trying to get facilities built, but we put so much bureaucratic mess into the damn thing, and not to mention dragging our knuckles on this damn shit, that I doubt we're going to be able to get anything dented regarding the population situation. If worse, we put them out here, we put all the homeless we can from the Lower Valley and from LA, and we put them over here. And then we hear LA, actually, we hear Lancaster and Palmdale go after each other, not to mention Rosemont in Kern County. We're going to have people screaming and yelling their heads off. It was bad enough when I kept hearing screaming and yelling from the homeless situations and all the way to Rex Paris, the lordship of Lancaster. And when his term's gone, he's out of here. He's out of Lancaster. He's history. But we got another schmuck taking his place, a protege. Ain't that nice? So now we got to deal with that one. I was trying to make a point to the people on the other videos that the places we got set up we use like crazy. We're not going to be tossing it left and right. And there was stories on the internet about how the systems, how the cities that actually had the Olympics were abandoning all the damn buildings they spent millions to build up. They could have been using it for different things. But they didn't have the money for it. They didn't have the interest for it. They didn't have the backing for it. So, poof. Collapse. Or something else. I mean, it would have been nice if they actually had something for them to use. But you know what? They don't. They don't. I was hoping that we in the States would have given a little bit more consideration for some of the stuff that we put out there for Olympics. 1984, we had the cycles. There's a velodrome out in the San Fernando Valley, Encino Park area. And I never seen it. I mean, living out there for most of my life, I'd never seen the damn thing, and yet I heard so much about it. People kept talking about it. People kept using the damn thing. But I'd never been able to explore the damn thing until I look at the Google Maps and see what I had been missing. We still got it. We still have it in one piece. It's still being maintained by the city of Los Angeles, by Park and Rec. But I'd never seen it personally. Why is that? Shit. I'd seen the Coliseum, seen football games in there. We're not getting rid of that damn thing. That thing's been out there since the 20s. We had our first Olympics out here. We had it built just for that, and then we continued using it. And then we had the County of Los Angeles. We had a college system using it. We even tried using it for baseball. Not exactly suitable for baseball, but still. That was before we had Chavez Ravine. And that's another thing right there. How about this one? We get a baseball stadium going on. In order to get a baseball stadium going on, we got to kick people out of their homes. Eminent domain. We got to have a baseball stadium in this particular area because this is what the schmucks want. And the poor people who have been living in the damn area don't even get anything for compensation, just get their ass kicked out of there. So, try that one. Things happen. These people will go sell a V. Unless you're the ones who are getting your ass kicked out of there because of eminent domain. You know what would drive me crazy over here in Roseman? Is if we actually start getting eminent domain over here. Now, we've had an apartment complex that's been built about 15 years ago. One I've been living in. Pretty new, pretty decent. Right next to Edwards Air Force Base. We get to see some action happening. We get to hear the action a lot with the sonic booms left and right. But the thing is I don't want to see is places torn down around us because of eminent domain. And this neighborhood had been built up because we have people still living and working in this town, but also in Edwards Air Force Base that we needed places for families that are for airmen who are stationed over Edwards. So that's what we got. So we have this. We have housing. And houses. So we're still okay on that one. I know, brain's slipping a little bit because I'm distracted because all this damn shit I got on my arms left and right. But I like to see the Olympics. I just don't like to see the process of how they're trying to clean up our town or clean up our state so we have a nice rosy picture without showing them all the damn dirt around. And that's for every city, that's for every town that's actually hosted the Olympics for a long while. They're trying to show it in a good light, and in order to show it in a good light, they have to clean the mess up. Spot cleaning if you have to. Not thorough cleaning. Once you get things covered up and touched up and spackled and painted over, then you say, there, we got it. We have it. It's looking good. Until something happens to screw the whole damn thing up. And right now with the COVID and the monkeypox and God knows what else mutations we got going on, I don't know if we're actually going to be having a good Olympics this year or not. Hell, I can't even qualify. Let me see. Scratch that. I was gonna say about Olympic collecting. I have to go to Olympic venues to collect the damn shit if I want to. Old pins, new pins, new pins for collecting. Yeah, yeah. I'd like to, but I don't have the right credit card for it. Meanwhile, I have to deal with what is. You may ask, what is? Well, the next 6 years, I'm going to be hearing griping and grumbling from people left and right about how the city, how the towns are still mistreating each other and how they're trying to dump each other. I'm going to hear it from different people about how a certain city in Antelope Valley is still trying to get rid of the homeless or having more issues with it. And here's the thing, the stories I heard may or may not have been true, but I was hearing it from people from directly that had been experiencing issues. We'd heard one way from the cities, Palmdale, Lancaster, and then you hear it from the people in the street, the ones that are actually going through the damn crap. Who's right, who's wrong? I don't know. But what concerns me is if we're going to be having more events that are going to be moving people left and right, shit. We're already maxing out right now in the Antelope Valley with homeless. I don't know if we're going to take any more in our civilized areas. Meanwhile, meanwhile, I'm trying not to mess with that damn tooth that's going to be chipped off again. And I'm going to have more and more problems with my pronunciations. This summer has been a little bit more rattling than usual. Been dealing with the emotional tides left and right, and now I got to deal with deterioration of the dental work. Not looking forward to it. To long visits with the dentist. Anyway, that's probably what's going to happen anyway. I did this to myself. I'm not blaming anybody else except kicking my own damn ass. And right now, I just have to deal with what I got to deal with. The Olympics are far away off. I was going to be telling them about the story of 1984, concerning about what the Olympics were like for me during that time as a kid. Teenager, seeing the Olympics on the television. And some of our friends actually get tickets to see a venue out in Anaheim. Greco Wrestling. Part of the trials before they get into the finals. So we get to see it over at the Anaheim Convention Center. That was something. That was something to see it over there. I can say the first time in my life I've actually been to an Olympic venue. I don't know who won. I was just sitting there enjoying the venue. And the thing is, I should have been carrying a damn camera with me to take pictures of it, just to document it. That would have been something, wouldn't it? It would have been indeed. But it is what it is. I just hope this time I'll have something to document this if nothing else happens between here and then. I'll be lucky enough to survive between here and the and school starting in about next month. a few weeks from now. I got about 2 more weeks of July, and then it's going to be August, and it'll be about a couple of weeks on that. Oh, not looking forward to it. Not looking forward to it at all. It's the 15th that classes start on that. And right now, I am just trying to survive today. So, back to bed I go. Buenas noches.